Okay, we're up in the morning, getting settled in, getting ready to start another day. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Supreme Ambient Light Rejection Screen Paint using ambient light rejection technology gain. Usually in this particular room right here, my theater room, I usually have a Christie projector, which is it is a Christie LW400. Um, sorry. Christie, I can forget the name of those Christie projectors. Christie LW, yeah, 400 projector. So that is a WXGA 4000 lumen projector short throw. So sometimes when I do these demonstrations on my technology, people always say, well, it's the projector, it's the projector, it's the projector. I said, no, it's not the projector. It's the screen that has that technology to do that. So I'm in the process of doing some changes in my environment. I'm actually going to get a 235.1 put in. I missed the 235.1. I enjoyed having them. So I'm right now in the process of buying a ViewSonic short throw that will give me that 235.1. And I'm already in the process of ordering the screen. I got to get the screen from Silver Ticket. They're the only ones that have that screen. So I got to buy the screen from them. So anyway, as I said before, because I'm using a 4000 lumen projector in here doesn't mean that you have to have a 4000 lumen projector. So swapping out my projectors, getting ready to set up for the new stuff that's coming in. I went in and went upstairs and got my Sony 1000 lumen projector, 600 by 800 res projector. And there it is on the screen, crystal clear. As I said before, you don't have to have a 4000 lumen projector to get these screens to activate. They'll activate on projectors of 1000 lumens inside in fully lit environments because I said before, they have to pass the 1000 lumen test, which means that projector, your screen, all our technology has to sit outside at 13 feet back using this projector, and they have to pull an image outside. Now, if they pass that test, that means they have the capability of pulling images inside the house with no problem. So that's a $75 projector right there off eBay. $75 projector. I had a few people ask me about where I got the projector from. You can get them on eBay for about $75. Some are $65. The only ones that come for like $100. It comes with all the bag and all the odds and ends you may need with it. But they use this technology. You don't have to have an expensive projector. I have the 4000 lumen projector in here because it's the projector I wanted to have in here. Doesn't mean I had to use it. I can go upstairs and grab any one of the projectors I have upstairs in the shop and set them up right here, and it'll work on the screen with no problem. So, that's what I wanted to put the point across because, when I have people come into my room and say, oh, you got a 4000 lumen projector, they don't realize that these screens got to go through some crazy vigorous testing in order for them to be able to do this. That's why we got our projector. Oh, wait, I forgot to show you. So there's the measuring tape. This area right in here, the problem I have with this area in here is I can't use long throws in here because I don't have enough room. So either short throw or ultra short throw. So let me move Giant Sloth. Let's get him out of the way first. I just got up. I literally just got up a few minutes ago. Right now, I got the Fire Stick attached to this. The PS4 is upstairs. I was busy last night. The gamer room is almost just about complete. I'll put you over here. All right, so I'll show you the Fire Stick setup. The Fire Stick was actually pretty easy to hook up. And they ask you for what TV you have. I just put anything. I put down LG. Doesn't make a difference. It's still going to work. And the voice activation, I got the one with the voice activation you can talk through. It works with the projector perfectly. Perfectly. Setup was really easy. All right, I'm so sorry. I forgot to show you. So here's the measuring tape. As you can see, it goes all the way here, right? Now I always put the measuring tape where the projector lumens start, from right here to here. So we are around 9 feet back in a fully lit environment using a 1000 lumen projector. Now that's the biggest that screen's going to come up because, like I said, these projectors back in 1999, they were designed to be data projectors. They were designed for like boardroom meetings. I'll show you. This is where you can see the screen. That's just an adjusting screen. This right here, this dial will allow me to adjust how big the screen is. Right here. When I shrink it, that's the smallest it goes. When I bring it all the way up, that's as big as it goes. That's it. They weren't designed to give you gigantic screens. They were designed for boardroom meetings. That's basically about it. But I just show you that the screen will activate on 1000 lumens easily. Easy will activate on 1000 lumens. You won't lose any color. image won't wash out. You won't lose contrast. Get a bright, beautiful image, and it looks fantastic. And that's with the lights on. We have the lights off. It really doesn't make a difference. See what I mean? It doesn't change. It don't make a difference. So, you know, when I swap it out my projector today, because I'm thinking, okay, I like the crispy in here, but I do miss having a 235.1. I took it to a customer. He was showing me his 235.1 setup, and I'm like, oh man, I want that screen back. I really love 235.1. You have no idea. I mean, if you get a big enough screen in 235.1, which I'm trying to get something like 158 in here, I can fit 158 in here perfectly. I have to move a few stuff out of it because the screen's length is pretty big, so it's going to cover this entire wall. But if you get 158, anytime you put it in 16:9, you're going to probably get like a 140-inch screen, which I'm good with that because this screen is 135. So I'm good with that. Anything that fits into the 135 in that range, I'm good. Besides, the only thing I do in this area right here is just literally just watch movies. I don't game in this room. The gaming room is upstairs, and that room over there, since I'm not gaming there anymore, is just pretty much just a media room for just watching movies. So that's why I put the Fire Stick over there. But I just want to show you that. Let me grab a few things real quick. Yeah, that's the whole, you know, like I said, people think because it's a 4,000 lumen projector, it's doing all the work. No, the screen does all the work. That's why you should be able to take any projector, not just any projector, no knockoffs, and be able to pull that image up in that fully lit environment. I might have this on all day today. I might just keep the 1,000 lumen on all day today. I'm going to change this scenery real quick. Ouch. Oh, he's tripping over something. I'm going to change the scenery real quick. I'm going to grab something real quick. All right, so I made an announcement early last night. We have a blackout cloth that actually blended extremely well with an invisible 12. So we're thinking we may do a pre-coated blackout cloth, a pre-coated acoustic blackout cloth. And keep in mind, it's front and rear. Oh yeah, this technology is sweet. It's a front and rear blackout cloth that's acoustic, and it's black. So we might have those pre-coated, so you don't have to do the work, and it's very stretchable, very, very stretchable. I can take a size that would probably fit a 92, that would probably fit over 100 inch or 100, and probably about 110 inch easily. So I got a screen I already ordered. It'll be coming in soon to actually build that screen, and also order new speakers for that setup too. But let's play around with this right now, because not often every day I get a chance to have a 1,000 lumen projector on my screen. So let's see if we can grab some videos. Let's go with the J and K. Which one? We do that one right there. Do the lizards. And like I said, this is a 600 by 800 res 720p projector at 1,000 lumens. Mind you, the reason why it's in 4.3 because the projector was manufactured in 1999. It only does 4.3. 16:9 at that particular time was available, but not on certain projectors. For some reason, I have no idea why that was going on with that. Let's rewind it back a little bit, because I don't know what the heck happened there. Internet went a little buggy there for a minute. Unless they may be prepping my service, because I told you I did do an upgrade on my service for my Wi-Fi signal. So we'll go back a bit there. Sorry about that. Things got a little complicated there. I don't know what's going on with that one. As I said before, those you don't know, I'm over there using my Sony projector over there. And just so we don't think it's, you know, screen's not doing anything. That's what happens if I hit this without the screen. So if the screen's not touching this projector, this is the image you get. So screen does all the work. Screen does all the work on your projector. People really think it's their projector doing the work. No, it isn't. It's just screen does all the work. Without that screen, your projector pretty much is not doing anything at all. You're not really getting what you think you're supposed to be getting. It may look amazing to you, but you have no idea what you're missing. Let's grab, let me see what we got on here. We'll do, this one right here. I like these videos they have. Let's see if we grab one of these. So now to the gaming upstairs. Matter of fact, I'll be doing some demonstrations upstairs because, like I said, I just hooked everything up. We got the GameCube, all the other equipment hooked up upstairs, and the Sony's running upstairs on the 505, on the 135 upstairs. So I'll be doing some gaming tonight on that. But I can't wait till the acoustic screen. We start working on that. Ooh, that's going to be beautiful. Now this projector does not have contrast. It does not have a contrast rating at all, period. Trying to figure out what else do we have upstairs that. Oh, let me show you the angle gain too. While we're all here, I'll show you the angle gain. So there's the angle gain right there. See the projector picks up. No problem whatsoever. Even on the angle at 1,000 lumens. I was thinking about going with, because it really doesn't make a difference. You know, with the technology, it doesn't make a difference on what projector I choose. I will be buying this one brand new because I need the 235.1 out of the Sony, or not Sony, out of the ViewSonic. This is going to be a ViewSonic 235.1 short throw projector. It has 235.1 with an option. I've had a few of these particular projectors before. So it really doesn't make a difference if it's 1080p or 4K. It doesn't, because 720p's on these screens look incredible. You'll see when I get it here, it's going to be mind-blowing. Right now, I got to figure out how much silver ticket's going to charge me for a 235.1 at 158 inches. Not going to be cheap. Probably going to be like $800. Let's grab ourselves something else. If we get any kind of political, keep in mind I will be moving things from over there to over here because I'll try to keep this neutral. But like I said, the Fire Stick was surprisingly easy to set up. I'm used to using Chromecasters throughout the entire house. I'm going to swap out everything in the house now for the Fire Stick. Good gracious, that thing is freaking amazing. I'm sorry, freaking Google. I mean, I've been with Google for a while. I mean, for a long while. And that Fire Stick is freaking mind-blowing, man. I was on there last night. Like, there's so many free... Wow. I mean, wow. Freaking wow. I got to swap out. Everything now here has to be done with Chromecast. Which I'm going... Not Chromecast. Fire Stick. I'm going back on and get 4 more Fire Sticks. I'm going to get one for the kitchen. One for my office upstairs, just in case I'm going to watch some TV on the other screen. Yeah, I'm going to get me a couple of those. And it's voice activated. So... if anybody thinks new ones that just came out, the ones that are voice activated, will not work with your projector, they work with the projector. Yep, and I'll demonstrate that today. And look at the image of that. That's what I'm saying. Contrast is freaking makes this. It just adds. This technology adds so much more to your image, brings it to life. Kind of wish I had that projector right there in a bigger size, because man, I mean, I have them, but this particular one, the portables, that's a nice little set of little projector right there. I can move that anywhere I want in the house. I told you I know a couple who have a portable Sony. That's why I started looking at these things. I bought one because they had one in their demonstration. They had a nice little balcony. Up in New York City, they had a nice little balcony. It wasn't anything big or anything huge. It was a nice little balcony set up. They had a 60-inch little screen up there. They painted. They made out of styrofoam, and they had it up there. And they had the projector set up. They had the 2 lounge chairs and the lights and everything. It was a beautiful little setting they had up there. And they had that projector. They had their screen paint up there displaying off that styrofoam. When I saw that projector, I was like, what kind of projector is that you're using over there? And they told me it was. I was on eBay. I was hunting them down, and I found one. Then I bought another one. But I had another one for 600 lumens, and the other one for 1,000 lumens. Let's grab something else, okay? Get something else here. Let's go back to, I want to get those. Let's see how this is going to work with these skin tones, too. On top of that, let's do this one, too. This is a pretty good demonstration right here. Yep, we're not doing that one today. I ought to fire up this one over here, so we have 2 of them going off at the same time. Man. Yeah, so the Chrissy short though projector, I have not decided where I'm going to put that at yet. I can't use it outside because I need a distance throw out there because, oh man, really the stand has to hook everything. There you go. There's no calibrating the projector. Why would I calibrate this thing? No calibrating, none of that stuff. Not worrying about whether or not if the lights are going to wash out the screen, none of that. You don't have to go through any of that. No, sorry we don't have any sound, people. I'm right now my soundbar is disconnected because, like I said, I'm still trying to figure out if I can get 158-inch 235.1. I have to do some measurements in here. So this kind of like, this clears it up. And I got to change some things on my website too. Because I have it down as inside the house at 25. Really, you can get away with 1,000 lumens inside the house. So I need to alter. I'm going to change that on the website and change that today. Because, yeah, about 1,000 lumens you can get away with in the house easily. You can see I want to show you my environment. Because like I said, I'll show you the environment's nice and bright. It should be. Get that ceiling right there. And there's the projector right there if you want to see. 9 feet back. That's as far back I can go back in my theater room. This is on a projector I paid about $75 for on eBay. That's it. Now remember I told you when you have a screen, you should be able to walk anywhere in the house and the screen should pull up. So anywhere I move at in this environment, you should be able to still see that screen. Back all the way back here. Anywhere you move, that screen's supposed to pull up. And that's not supposed to go dark. That's when you see these demonstrations, I tell you screens have something called narrow viewing angle. You stepping on the measuring tape again. That's I think the reason why my measuring tape doesn't work. Let's go over here. In the kitchen. That right here. So anywhere I move at, that screen's supposed to pull up. So it's supposed to look the same way when you do that kind of demonstration. It's supposed to look the same way as it does in the front as it does from side to side. So you have some screens out there that if they try to do that, they automatically turn black. And that's what they call the narrow viewing cone. I'm going to bring y'all back a little farther. I want you to see the screen. I want you to see how much light's reflecting off the wall. That's very important for you to see that. And keep in mind, with a 600 by 800 res, look how clear and sharp the image is. That's what black screens do. That's the benefit of having black technology. I like to do this one because I like the skin tones in this one right here. If they don't hit me with a commercial, which they are. I'm gonna go fire this one up too because let me see. I'll fire this one up. I think my Chromecast is on. I'm not sure. All right, let's go back over here. You see how bright the white levels are? I don't need 4,000 lumens to make the white. Some people thought when I'm using a 4,000 lumen Christie that's the reason why the images were so bright coming off the screen. No, the screen can pick up white levels. I'm using 1,000 lumens. It's picking up white levels. It's designed to do that. You don't need 4,000 lumens just to make the image bright. I'll debunk that theory quick. It's doing the exact same imaging as the Christie was doing. Pulling off the exact same imaging at 1,000 lumens. I want to sit with my fire stick in the bay with me. I think I did. All right, people. So here, I'll show you. Bam! There's the fire stick right there. I think this is it right here. Yeah, that's the fire stick set up right there in the other room. So I can watch all my TV shows, like I said, fully lit environment. I'm not sitting in the dark watching with a fire stick. All my lights are on, windows are open. Right there. I was watching SpongeBob SquarePants last night. Yes, I was. Because I'm kind of curious, because as I flip this thing, I'm thinking like, okay, do I need a prescription for any of this stuff? Do I got to pay for this stuff? You know what I mean? Different channel. I'm pretty sure some of it I got to pay for, you know? But I'm just flipping through it to see what I can get. The first thing that popped up was SpongeBob, so I clicked on it, and I started watching. I'm like, ooh, this is pretty cool. It's pretty amazing. So pretty much the reason why I swapped it out on top of that too, because on my PS4 is over there, I do a little gaming on my PS4, but majority, most of the time, I'm in YouTube watching homestead shows, you know what I mean? Documentaries and stuff like that. So, you know, it's fitting for that to be there. Let's show some stunning white levels. Oh, that's not right. Whatever it is, it looks pretty good. Is that Wawa's? That cheesesteak looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna keep this projector down here until my other one gets here. Shouldn't take long for the other one to get here. I think probably gonna have it probably in about next week or something. Should have it next week. All right. Tomorrow we start dropping off shipping labels. My containers get here tomorrow. Thank goodness, man. That's why I love Uline so much. Like next day shipping, man, that is freaking amazing because they're based in Allentown. I'm in Philadelphia. So that's fantastic. I can get my containers that quick. So yeah, by tomorrow, you're going to see a whole countertop full up with a whole bunch of containers because I got to label all those bad boys. Not all of them. I think I labeled maybe about 20 or 30 of them. Yep, you'll be getting your tracking numbers and you'll be good to go. You're going to love the product. I'm telling you, the product is freaking amazing. I love coming in, like I said, swapping out the projectors. I love doing projector swaps. Because I don't have to depend on a 4,000 lumen projector in order to do a demonstration. I can go get 1,000 projector and swap them right on out and show you this and show you a beautiful image. That's the beautiful thing I show you when I do these demonstrations. Some people have the same projector over and over and over again and will show you everything on that same projector. They'll always revert back to the same projector. I can have this projector down here until my new one comes in and show you demonstrations off of it because I know that's how it's going to react, how it's going to look. I don't have to resort to a 3,000 or 4,000 lumen projector because I know it's going to give me a better picture. I'm going to get better quality out of it. No, I can watch the next couple of days. I'll be using this projector. Why not? It's tiny, it's small, doesn't use any power. And this is all the screen I need for right now. I mean, I ain't like I got to use this one. I got 3 or 4 of them in the house, so I can use any one of the screens I got in the house to watch movies off. I'm just going to have this on for demonstrations for right now until the other one gets here. I'm thinking about it. I got a Chromecast. Yeah, I thought about that too. I'm gonna go pick me up another Fire Stick because I'm gonna swap out. I got a 1080p Chromecast for this one. I'm swapping the Chromecast out and I'm putting a Fire Stick in the other one. So I'm gonna have a Fire Stick here and a Fire Stick there. Boom, 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 boom. That's what I'm gonna do. I can't go back to Chromecast after playing with a Fire Stick. And that sounded kind of bad, didn't it? I cleaned that up. But anyway, but yeah, like man, Amazon, I got to give you that much. And then I got the auto books on it because I got auto books set up. I got my Alexa over there, or Alexa, whatever her name is. I got to basically get her back online because she was listening too much and I had to disconnect her. She was freaking me out. So I had to get rid of her for a bit. And she's sitting right over there. So I'm going to basically hook her up so I can do my auto books and everything because I've been a Prime member for like about 10 years. So might as well just be to enjoy some of the perks that comes with it. Because I keep saying like buy movies and this, that, and the other. Like, yeah. Or buy music. Look at the woofy. Woofy. You can tell I'm up early. No coffee. This is me with no coffee. I don't drink coffee anyway. Alright, let's go over, let's grab something else. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, this is a nice video to do on 1,000 lumens. Oh, no. Neutral zone. We're in the neutral zone. We'll look at the Fire Stick setup. Here we go. Let's go back. Here we go. Look how deep the reds are. Let's go back a little bit more on that one because I want to show you how deep those reds are. As long as you don't get that commercial that pops up. There we go. I'm going to show you how deep those reds are. I need 4,000 lumens to make the colors pop. I got to figure out how much silver ticket's going to charge me for a 235.1, 150. I need a 158 inch at 235.1. It has to be at least 158 inches. Because if I put it in 16:9, which I'm pretty much going to do from time to time, I need about a 135 inch screen within that screen itself. If I get that, I think I'm going to make this a dedicated room for 235.1 and just try to keep my movie selection in all widescreen format. Let's see what else we got on this doohickey. What else we got to play with? Okay. I'll throw some food on there. I like doing the food commercials. Try to go through everything we did already on the 4,000. Because I'm pretty sure it would come down to that. They miss all the other demonstrations. I don't know how they miss all the demonstrations that we do. That's why I have so many old projectors, because we test our stuff on old projectors. There's no point testing anything on a new projector. For what? There's no challenge there. I want something really old, really crappy, so I know, and don't say knockoffs because we've done those already. A really old, something crappy, because if I can make that projector from 1999 look good, I mean, come on, this newer stuff today would be a cakewalk on this stuff. So, and on top of that, it just ensures to my customers that they really don't have to spend all this money for a projector. Keep in mind, this projector doesn't even have an HDMI. I'm using a converter to run HDMI into, actually converted to convert VGA into HDMI. This is a converter running right now. So it just shows my customers that, look, you buy our product, you don't have to go out and spend a lot of money for a projector. Go to eBay, get yourself a $100 projector, get yourself a $60 projector, $75 projector. You don't have to worry about your screen washing out or your color fading or any of that nonsense. Here I'm up at 7:37 in the morning. And you can see my screen where I'm standing at. My projector sits back 18 feet, so I'm about 20 feet back, and you can see my screen crystal clear, surrounded by lights with an overhead light. We're surrounded by windows with an overhead light. You can see my screen crystal clear. I can sit here right now in this room, and I can watch my screen from way over there at 4 o'clock in the evening with all those windows. That's the whole purpose of developing this technology. You don't want to be stuck in the dark. Nobody wants to be stuck in the dark. Nobody wants to spend a lot of money for a projector. Heck no, I don't. I'm freaking griping over paying $500 for a projector right now. I'm debating that. I want to spend $500 for a projector right now, but I don't have a choice because I need that 235.1, and those projectors are the only ones that have them. Now, if I go on eBay, they don't have that particular projector that I want. I need a short throw. I can get a long throw from there, but I need a short throw. And short throws are not cheap. Well, they are cheap. You can get them pretty cheap, but I need it. Like I said, I need that particular projector. ViewSonics, for some reason, always cost a little bit more. I was looking at a Chrissy. Somebody had a Chrissy and a short throw, and I'm thinking like, I don't know, man. I mean, the ad looked a little too skeptical, especially the way he had it. There wasn't enough pictures on the projector. He wasn't showing the inside specifications, like, you know, the lamp and all that stuff like that. It was just too much stuff going on. And then with the lamp, the lens didn't even look correctly. I'm thinking that could be like that might even be short and not even be a short throw lens. So it's like, I don't know, kind of iffy on that one right there. So I passed on that one. And on top of that, consider the fact that it's another version of the 505. The 505s, the heat doesn't come out from the front like these do. The heat comes out from the side and the back. So if you're sitting next to this bad boy, you're getting cooked. Where the Chrissy I had over here basically projected the heat from the front. And those particular projectors do not come with short throw. But as I said before, I want to do 235.1. That's why I need to swap out the projectors. I need a 235. I just missed everything in the house. Now it's a 16.9. I don't even have the 235.1 in here. So what better place to put it at? It's in the theater room. Now keep in mind, if it's 235.1, this is not going to be here anymore, and that's not going to be here anymore because that screen's going to stretch all the way from here to here, from there to there. All that's going to be screened, whoop, all the way across. But let's see if we can fit it in there first, because I might not be to get a 158. I should be to get it in there, to tell you the truth. The other house had a shorter wall than this, and I got a 178 in that one. So if you're curious what it looks like, the projector, actually this is an upgrade version of the projector I have. I'll show you what the 235.1 looks like laying across your wall. It is. A couple of them I built, but this one I can't build. Like I said, I can't get the lumber. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to get the lumber. Ain't like I can go to Home Depot and just collect everything I need and put it there and build it. No, that's not going to happen. So I got to buy this screen and a 235.1, and that's, whew, you don't want to know the price. Price is going to be a bit much. Even if it's a white screen, it's going to be a bit much. But you get a chance to see me paint it and everything, so that'd be cool. Let me see. I had a 178. That was the biggest one I built, was a 178. So let me to 30. Now keep in mind that when you're doing 235.1, I explained to people you can't watch normal TV shows on that because the heads will be missing. Yeah. And that's why you have to put it in for. That's why I said get a big enough screen, because if you get something like a 100 inch or 109 inch or 108 inch in 235.1, if you go to break that down and put that into a 16.9, I mean, your screen size is going to shrink because you have to fit it in that little tiny the height of the screen. But keep in mind, 235.1's height shorter and the length is longer. So keep in mind how small your screen's going to be at 16.9. Where if you do like 158 or 178, if you have the room for it, then that means you probably have about a 135 to 140 within that box to do 16.9. All right, so I'll show you. This is my one I painted on the wall. Painting one on the wall was actually a lot easier because I didn't have to build the frame, which was a lot better for me. And then the other one I had to build it. So this one was actually painted onto the wall. Wait a minute. Oh, I keep forgetting. The screen's in 4.3. It doesn't, you won't be able to see it. You won't be able to see it. It's in 4.3. Crap. Remember, these are old projectors I'm using. So I'm using a really, really old projector, which is kind of jacked up because if I'm doing a demonstration in 235.1, you won't be able to see the screen in 235.1 to the length of my screen. You won't be able to see that because the projector can only do 4.3 over here, which looks like the screen is actually only 4.3 or 16:9, which is kind of weird and jacked up, but it's true. Oh, well. I guess I put the link there. You can check it out through the link. The screens I did in 235.1. I put the links there. But building them is easy. If you're building one from scratch and you don't know how to go about it, keep in mind it's not your normal size screen because like I said, a screen size of 100-inch is going to be somewhere between 4 feet high and 7 feet wide, where you're doing 235.1, you're talking about something about 3 feet high and 8 feet wide. So yeah, it changes. So the best way to do it, to build the screen and be accurate, right, is you want to basically, and I have a 235.1 here anyway. I got an 80-inch 235.1 here. I'm using my ViewSonic. We'll play around with that one today too. I might set that one up somewhere. We can check that out. But anyway, with that, you want to go to projectorcentral.com. Like I tell people, you go in there, you'll see a little a search key right there, or search key button or whatever. You go at the top, you punch in the model number of the projector you're using at your house or the projector you're about to buy. If it has 235.1, keep in mind all projectors have that option. And once you go in there, it'll bring you to a bunch of links. Usually it's the first link at the top. It'll give you a specification of your projector. And as you scroll down, you'll see something called distance calculator. Once you click on that, it'll bring you to a virtual room where you can move your projector back and forth or up and down, however way you want to do it. You can put it in 16:9, 16:10, 235.1, 239.1. You have a 239.1 ratio settings. And as you start to move the projector back and forth, it will actually give you your screen height and your screen length. So you will know how high to build it and how long to build it. And that's how you do it. Because I would not guess that off the top of my head. I really wouldn't. Mistakes can come out costly. The screen can come up becoming too short or too high. So it's best to go through that and do it right from there. Whoop. I must drop something. And see, it's pulling this is a projector pulls a contrast level on a projector that doesn't have contrast rating at all. That's why I said if you take a projector like this that has no contrast, and I do it on a demonstration on a black screen, and I'll take a projector that has a 20,000 to 1 contrast and do it on a gray screen or on a white screen, this projector right here is going to perform a much better contrast level than a projector of 20,000 to 1 on that gray screen because they can't produce contrast. I showed you that yesterday, that no matter how dark the screen is, how gray it is, it's not going to pull, it can pull contrast, but it's not going to pull a black level on that level. And even though we do make dark gray screens, that's what the Platinum Eclipse is. It's a very dark gray screen. That screen literally is so dark that people mistaken them for black. That's how dark that screen is. It pulls insane contrast. It pulls amazing colors because the screen, the way it's designed, when you look at them, they look like they're jet black, but that screen's actually dark gray. Now, we'll be able to go against an 12 and contrast levels? No, that's not going to happen. I've done that demonstration. I put them all together, the 9, the Eclipse, and the 12, and did a star field demonstration. And the 12 was the only one that came with the heavy black images. Look at that. You would never believe if I told you, no, we're not using it. Of course, it's in 4.3, but if I had this in 16:9, so no, this is a 1080p projector. And I had this projector side by side with the 505 Chrissy, the big boy upstairs. The David and Goliath setup. So you see that. I come there, see that? Now watch this. Tilt my projector up and show you what would happen. You're hitting that on a regular wall, or white screen, even gray screen too. Gray screens and white screens aren't that far off. They do exactly the same thing. So if I went to eBay, I bought that projector, right? And I had a white or light gray screen home, and I hit that. Of course I'm going to take the projector back because I'm going to think 100% that the projector is crap, and I need to go out and buy myself a more expensive projector in order to get a better picture quality. When I will go buy that projector for $75 and make it look like that. Nothing wrong with your projectors. Your old 720p projectors you got sitting in the closet that you won't touch, ain't nothing wrong with those projectors. They work perfectly fine. Just the screen wasn't showing your projector had the capable of doing. We could do some movies on here too, show some movies off on here. Look how beautiful how green the grass is. Look at her skin tone. Don't need 3,000 lumens to make the screen pop. I don't need 3,000 lumens or 4,000 lumens to make the white levels high. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing demonstrations on this projector for the next couple of days until my other projector gets here, because I like the fact that I can do this on 1,000 lumens. But like I said, technology passed the test outside, so inside of here, I told you, it would be a cakewalk for it. It's not hard for the screen to thrive. And it just lets you know that if I'm doing this on that projector right there, imagine what you could do with your projector with our technology. Imagine the picture image you could get. I'm pretty sure your projector is much better than what I'm using in this demonstration. Now, let's see what Batman looks like on a projector that has 0 contrast rating. I like doing the tumbler scene because it's really dark. And there's another one where Bane's fighting Batman in some kind of cave or something. I gotta get that one too. And we're doing this with the lights on. Now you see all this right here? This brightness has all that light that hit my screen gets hit with by the overhead ceiling light. That's a running fire truck on fire. I don't really notice that too much. Yeah. A minute. Pause it right there on the truck scene. Now, there's no reason to do, after yesterday, I think I've done a thorough enough demonstration to prove my point. I don't think I need to basically prove it anymore. If you didn't hear me back in the background mumbling in the kitchen, I said that I don't feel the need to do a demonstration. I proved my demonstration yesterday. Yesterday was a thorough demonstration, and that's it. There's nothing more that needs to be done. Once I do a splatter demonstration on, again, any tech, that's the end of it. It shows you exactly what you're seeing. Man, I couldn't get this off. So we're gonna do the certifies, because that's the only screens I like to do. So we got a certify here, Gray Cinema 5D right here. So just to give you an idea of what you're gonna get, you know, a projector that has no rating whatsoever when it comes to contrast. But 1,000 lumen projector. And this is why people have screens like this automatically think that they have to go get a projector with a 10,000 to 1 or 20,000 to 1. As a matter of fact, I have a projector, the Panasonic is 1,500 lumens. I'll be bringing that one downstairs too. All this week before my projector gets here, we'll get a chance to play all my projectors on this screen. and show you how amazing this screen is going to pull up all these different projectors with no problem. But keep in mind, like I said, the average person is not going to buy this projector at all. I mean, you're not going to go near this projector with a 10-foot pole. I mean, this is a really old projector. But it just goes to show you that there's nothing wrong with your projector. It's working perfectly fine. The problem is the screen. The screen can't pick it up. You're not going to get the performance you're supposed to get from your projector. So let's go back there a smidge, and let's go again. See, it all falls on the screen at the end of the day. That projector right there is about it's low. It's a low end projector. I mean, it's a Sony, but come on, 1,000 lumens, and I mean 600 by 800 res. I mean, 1999 it doesn't even do 16.9. It does 4.3. That's it. That's how old it is. And yet it has no contrast rating at all on the projector. And yet look at the contrast level. Now, if you had did this on one of those, like I said, it's a gray screen right there. That's exactly what you would get. And the first thing you would think, oh, maybe if I raise the contrast level, which I'm going to go upstairs and get a projector. Not now, but we're going to get a projector and come back in here. We'll do another demonstration with a 15,000 to 1 contrast level and show you. You get the same image is going to pop off the screen. It doesn't make a difference if you raise your contrast level. You're still not going to be the full black level. So what happens if you turn out the lights? Maybe you'll get a better image. No, you won't. You can't pull contrast in the dark either. It doesn't make a difference. You can't pull it. It's not going to come up. You have to have a black screen to do it. You have to have a screen, not only black, the dark technology is going to have to be able to mimic or be able to recognize black light levels when it comes from the projector. That's the interesting thing about that technology we developed. Those gray screens. Those gray screens can read black levels. I told you, they don't look like an everyday screen. That's why I showed you outside of that container has a really funny kind of look to it, but inside they're gray. They react that way when light hits them. Now, if that container, as you can see, when the container is dark inside, no light is penetrating, right? The paint's gray on the inside. But when I show the outside, you can see the colors changing. It has actually morphed the colors. The colors, it's kind of hard to explain that you design a product that actually can recognize light. And not only light, colors of light, shades of light. It's pretty interesting to watch. We're going to do more demonstrations on that. But that's some interesting stuff right there, I'm telling you. So stuff that we're learning as we're building along, we're making these products, we're going to come to that ultimate screen. And that ultimate screen is going to have all these elements of all these screens that we've ever designed, all these different forms of formulas to combine into one final element. And that element is going to be the one that we actually are working on that took the direct hit from sunlight. You know, imagine a screen that has the ability to mimic contrast and has the ability to produce images and outside, and when being hit with direct sunlight, can pull images inside with low-end projectors. That is the ultimate projection screen, and that's what we're building. That's what we're working on. That's the whole purpose. And it's not for the screen paint hobbyists. It's not for that. It's for these big guys. That's what our main goal is. I am going to get into one of those shows, and I am going to present our screen. I'm going to do a lot of damage. You have no idea what we're building, boy. We're building this. You talking about a Frankenstein, boy. This is way beyond this. We're building literally. You've seen some of the demonstrations of some of this stuff can do. One of the elements took on a direct hit from sunlight. One of the elements we showed you basically is gray, but can produce contrast, can produce images outside on projectors of 1,000 lumens. All that different forms of technology will be embedded into one code, the final, the last one. And that one will have the ability to be able to do things that you would, oh man, I guess I'm so excited just thinking about it. Why are my lights off? I'm so excited about what we're doing here, man. But that direct hit, yeah, that's what we needed. We need to see that, because that means we can pretty much anything, any form of ambient light inside the home is a cakewalk. And that's what I want. I want people to be able to walk around their homes and have their screen. You have to have an expensive projector, and you can use ultra short throw. Buy any cheap projector or name brand projector you want, and it'll work in your home. don't have to worry about the sun coming in and washing out your screen. None of that. I used to go to Best Buy. I used to go over there and I used to show off. I walk in there and I used to look at the big. Some people stories about this. I used to go and look at the giant TVs in there, and the guy would go and he was telling me about. Oh, that's what's the biggest screen you got in here? He showed me this like 82-inch screen that they had, or 84-inch. And I was like, nah, it's not big enough. It's not big enough. He said, what you mean it's not big enough? I need a bigger screen, a bigger screen. He was like, well, what do you want? And I said, well, you got anything bigger than the 82, 84? And then he would pull out like he would say, no, we don't have anything bigger than that. He said, what do you have at the house? He said, well, I was showing I had Projector. And the first thing he would say is, oh, Projector, that's garbage, man. I mean, those things, the screens are washed out, the colors are faded, you got to be in the dark all day. And I whip up my cell phone. This one had a 200-inch screen. I was living over in up near West Philadelphia, and I had a 200-inch screen on the wall, and I showed him that 200-inch screen that was bigger than a man, and it was well lit in a well-lit environment. I'm in there watching the game off of it. At the end of the day, I didn't buy a screen from him. He bought a screen from me because he wanted to play on that giant screen. It's nothing like when you watch movies. When people start going to watch a movie night, I'm not to put TVs down or anything, but if somebody started going to watch a movie night, watching movie night on an 84-inch screen doesn't do it for me. It's not that movie theater experience, man. It just doesn't feel like it. For me, it doesn't. Maybe for somebody else, but it doesn't for me. I like to have that big screen experience, man. That's why I said, man, the only screen I have in the house is less than 100-inch. It's a portrait mode, but it's a portrait mode screen. Even that's freaking cool to have. To have a portrait mode, a 79-inch portrait mode work screen. Oh my goodness, it's fun to work on that screen. But the technology allows me to do that because in my office upstairs, I can't be in the dark. I got to read documents all day. So to have the window light come in and have the room fill up with all that light and have it nice and bright in here. Really? Everything's cut off like that? Well, no, Chromecast is good. I'm not Chromecast, but the Fire Stick. Just to be in a well-lit environment, that's what I'm trying to say, people. That's where you want to be at. You don't want to be in the dark. Let's see what's going on with this. Let's see, that shut off? Oh, that shut off the why you don't use it. I got the wrong one. Oh. Soundbar. Well, that's good to know. That these things would basically tamper with my lights in here. Nah, I just leave them all in right. There's no difference. Let's see what we got going on here. But I can't hear you. Yeah. That's gonna be stuck in my head all day. Yeah, that's the whole purpose. It's my mindset isn't, people say, oh, why? No, my mindset's not there. You gotta understand where my head's at, man. It's not theirs. It's for these companies like this. This is what my mindset's for. That's what we're building. It's for that. Big companies, that's what I want. I want to be in that show booth. I want to have my screen there set up. And shoot, this money I'm getting from this little incident that happened, I'm going to have no problem pushing that weight. That's going to be easy to do, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be in that showroom with one of my screens with my logo on the side of it, and we're going to use a crappy projector. Everybody's going to have 4K and 1080p and whatever high-end projectors. I'm going to use a low-end projector for my demonstration, but I'm not going to show the projector. Nope. You're not going to see it. And they're going to see all the lights. You see the lights they have in their booth? Like, they have these little lights way at the top. They're not even hitting the screen. It's all dark around the screen. Like, really? And then they have the projector sitting right up on top of the screen. You got to be kidding me. Man, I'm going to make my area look like a freaking baseball stadium. As a matter of fact, I might even do the demonstration outside. Because I want them to go, oh, so what kind of projector are you using? You're going to ask for some high-tech projector. No, I'm using this freaking $100 projector I got off eBay. I bought it used this morning. I'm going to use something really low-end. So it just goes to show them that even on the lowest projector I'm using, my screen is still far more superior than yours. So what would happen if I take your projector and put it on my technology? Oh, we got to do this one. We got to do this one. We got to do this one. All right, let me see. I want to use a laser projector, but man, if you walk in front of that, you will pay for it dearly. Laser projectors, man. I remember I don't know if they still make long throw laser projectors, man. I don't know why you would, because if you walk in front of that, yeah, you're going to be doing Stevie Wonder impersonations all day. All right, I'm gonna let that run. That'll give me a chance for you guys to watch this, and I gotta go ready to get my other areas set up, and put away some of my stuff. The house is a mess. I got a messy house. Okay, swap. Those of you asking me questions about motorized projection screens, yes, you can paint motorized projection screens. You can paint fixed screen screens. I've done cardboard, I've done styrofoam, I've done wood, I've done glass, I've done sheet metal. Yeah, you can pretty much paint whatever you want. You can think of. Do not paint. Oh, one thing to do: do not paint stucco. No, we don't. If you're looking to sand it down some, you know what I mean. But if your wire has a bit of a texture to it, if you can touch it and your fingers bounce off of it, don't paint it, because the screen's going to come up a bit gritty. Other than that, anything else, you're going to be able to paint over it. And if you're doing a surface that is a fabric, I do suggest you prime that surface first. Now, priming it only basically does it. Basically absorbs the the paint. Is it raining today? Wow, it absorbs the paint. So that way, oh crap, it is raining. My patio stuff is outside. I gotta get that real quick. So it just absorbs the paint. So basically, the screen doesn't dry uneven when you paint it with our stuff. That's what it does. Good thing I did set awning up there, man. I need my trash bag. I gotta just throw some trash out real quick. Let me see, real quick. I think I'll be that lighting upstairs today. Oh, yeah, because I was back watching that. Oh, shoot. Mother George. Mother George. I'm like tripping over this place. like that little projector. Oh God, if I trip over that thing one more time. Is that one already? Let's see what we got. Nope, didn't want that. Give me this one. It never works. Okay. Here. So the projector I will be buying will be 720p, no 1080p. No, don't need it. I'm gonna get me a 720p WXGA ViewSonic projector, short throw. I don't need 1080p at all. I can use 720p, it'll work just fine. That's just crap. Keep that. Okay, what is those? We'll switch over here. Those you'll know that it's my, well, it's not the PS4 anymore. That is the Fire Stick, Amazon Fire Stick, that I just put into the other room. And I'm basically just panning. I just put it in yesterday, so I'm just been watching some TV shows with the lights on and all the other good stuff as you should be doing. But over here we're using the 720p projector over here, our little tiny portable Sony projector. 600 by 800 res, 1000 lumens, 720p. That is it on the black technology. Because I'm changing this area right here. I'm actually going to add in 235.1, so I'm in the process of ordering the projector, and I got to go to server ticket and figure out how much you're going to charge me for a screen. My battery life is low on this. Little battery charger. That's what I was trying to say when someone was coming and saying, well, you know, the reason why your image is so bright and so beautiful is because you're using a 4,000 lumen projector. I was like, don't you know, they don't watch any of the test demonstrations that I do. Those are subscribers to my channel, seen the test demonstrations. They've seen where we had to put the projector under the distance throw of 20 feet using 800 and 900 lumen projectors. We have to take them outside. We had to test them against other high performance screens, and they get a chance to see all those demonstrations. So they know already. But usually when we get somebody in, and wants to start casting ridicule, and they've never seen any of these demonstrations, the first thing that come out of their mind is, oh, they'll just go by what they see in the environment, not knowing that that screen pulled off images outside on 1,000 lumens. That's the last test the screen has to go through before we can actually sell it. So they're looking at the 4,000 lumen projector, and the first thing goes, oh yeah, that's the reason why your image looks so good, because you got a 4,000 lumen projector sitting in your room. Don't realize these screens have been tested outside on these projectors. So if it can pull an image outside on this kind of projector, inside, the screen is going to look incredible. So that's why I'm going to have this projector running for a while until the other one gets here. I can use the short though. I got an NEC short though right there on the floor that'll fill the entire screen out with no problem at 3,600 lumens with a 10,000 to 1 contrast. But I think it's best for me to leave this projector in here for right now. So anytime one of the little crow boys, or not say little crow boys, disrespectful. Anytime one of the crow boys want to come in and start ridiculing me about my 4,000 lumen projector, they can check out this video with the 1,000 lumen projector. I'm using the demonstration, but they'll find some way to find fault at that too. They just can't, they won't accept it. They can't accept it, but you know, you've seen it right there. It's like I said, when Jamie sat there and said smoke and mirrors, this is live. How am I using smoke and mirrors? Well, I'm telling you, if I had that kind of ability, not to say the whole Thanos thing, I should be working at this. I'm in the wrong business. I'm in the wrong business. If I can, you're watching this in real time with me right now. If I had the ability to be able to manipulate your very thought of what you're seeing while you sit and watch this in your comfort of your home or at work or wherever you may be, I'm in the wrong business. I need to be on some kind of circuit board doing magic shows on ships and 7 days a week at the Sands Casino or whatever. I'm not going to the other casino, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so I'm just saying, I'm in the wrong field. Got that kind of power, shoot. Or at least I should have a cape around my neck, something. This is real time. It's just that it's hard for people to accept it, that's all. And it just comes from hard work. A lot of hard work. That's where it comes from. A lot of late hours. You see me up early in the morning. You see me late at night. A lot of hard work. And you got to have a passion for it. You got to love what you do. This is my love, people. This is my love in these screens. My love. A lot of work. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. You gotta love what you do. Because if you don't like what you do, you don't care what you display on the screen. You really don't, because you don't care about it. Keep in mind, I don't have TVs in my homes. These screens are throughout my entire house. So my work screen is a projection screen. My gaming rooms are all projection screens. My main screen down here, projection screen. My screen I use right there in my room, my entertainment room, my fire stick, they're all projection screens. My screen out in the backyard, projection screen. My technology runs through the entire house. So consider the fact that I use this every single day. And look at my environment. My environment is well lit. I'm not in a dark environment. So that should tell you something right there. There's no ambient light controlled environments in here at all, period. This is all I use. I haven't had a TV in 10 years, probably 11 years now. What for? Why do I need a TV? I can come in here and sit down, I can watch a TV show and read a book at the same time and have all my lights on. And I don't need 4,000 lumens to do it. Heck, I don't even need 4K to do it. Look at the massive freaking cable. This is the cable I was using for my HDMI for my PS4. Look at the size of this cable. You don't want to know the price of this thing. But I bought this thing. This is a $150 cable. It's pretty long. It's probably about 15 feet or something. But I bought it. And now the system's upstairs. So I don't need it now, because once the PS5 gets here, I gotta see if I finally get my hands on one. It's going to run off Wi-Fi anyway. Run off Wi-Fi. But I guess I'll use this for something else. I don't know. It's a shame you people ain't neighbors of mine. I'm just like, here, take this. You want this? 15 feet of freaking high-tech monster cable HDMI? You can have it. Because right now, my biggest what I'm figuring right now, where am I going to put this thing at? I have no place to put this screen. The new screen that's going to come in is 235.1. This can't be here. And I don't have any place else in the house to put it. Literally. Can't take it upstairs. It's too big to go upstairs. And where am I going to put it if I take it upstairs? The only room that can actually fit this screen is the gaming room in the back. And already has a 135 back there. I can't put it where the screen where the 100 inches is at because it's going to take up the room where the projector sitting at to hit the other screen. So I don't even know what I'm going to do with it, to tell you the truth. And I can't ship it or sell it because it costs too much money to ship one of these things. So it's expensive to ship it. So I can't ship the screen. And I'm not doing pickups. So I guess I'll donate it to a church or something. But other than that, there's no place to put it at. And I can't put it outside on the deck because keep in mind, where my deck is sitting, with the barbecue grill and everything is sitting at, it's mapped out just right to fit a 126-inch screen out there. So if I put the screen up here, that means I have to pull the projector back, or I'm going to have to get a short throw projector for outside. I just thought about something. I wonder if I could fit this on the deck. That's a dumb idea, but I'm going to see something. Oh, I get an ultra short throw projector. Short throw projector. I could do it. I need some measurements here. If I can't, then I'll have to get rid of it. There's nothing I can do with it. I don't have any room. And it's not going in the basement because I work in the basement and it'll get destroyed. People might say, well, Ken, you got that great big backyard out there. Why don't you stick it in your backyard? Have you seen the things that come in my backyard at nighttime? I wouldn't dare put anything out there in that backyard. I've seen some weird stuff. Besides, I don't go in the backyard anymore. I have bad allergies. I stay right up here on the deck. I only got a front yard in the front with hedges around it. I don't even go out there. There's really no place to put it. I wonder if I can get that through the front door. So let me see. Let me measure it out front, but back. I doubt that's going to fit out there. That thing's huge. I got 120. Much more. Oh man. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna give it away. Yeah, measuring. Oh, measuring takes on the floor. So like I said, if you're a good neighbor of mine, I'll be like, here, take this, you can have it, and I'll give you a projector with it. I don't need it. I got like 30 projectors downstairs with another one. Or another one. Now my neighbors, I don't get along with them too well. Well, they're nice people. I just don't get along with them too well, that's all. Keep in mind, this is the kind of neighborhood, if you do something, like say if I put a projection screen set up outside, they got to go buy a whole new patio set up outside. It's like keeping up with the Joneses is how they are. I really don't care. Of course, I could give it to my landlord. She could have it. I don't know how they would get it out of here, to tell you the truth, and they can't come in the house. Unless I put it out there. You got to transfer these things to U-Haul trucks. I wouldn't advise taking this thing apart. Because the way it's coated and painted, I would not advise taking it apart. Now, you could do it if you painted the screen because you have 1 or 2 coats on it. But this screen has been painted multiple times. Remember, it was a 9 at one point. It was a couple other screens at one point. There's multiple coatings on the screen. All right, let me see. I found my sneakers. But if I can fit this outside, I would have to rearrange everything. I really don't use the barbecue grills for anything. They're just for show because barbecue smoke messes with my lungs. So I can't use any of that anyway, period. So I think I might, if I can get it out there, but I doubt it's going to fit. I'm going to right now put my sneakers on right now because I want to measure and see the length of this compared to out there. Charge out of here real quick. Phone, excuse me about that. Sorry about that for wobbling a bit on y'all. Taking my chargers out. And I gotta do that too when I get on Amazon. Order me another charger. One charger between one for 2 phones. There we go. I would like to have a bigger screen on the deck though. A much bigger screen. This is 135. The screen I have outside is borderless, so it. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. This sucker's gonna fit outside. Literally, it'll fit right on my deck. Barely, just barely will fit on the deck. All right. I gotta do some shopping if I had to buy two short throws a day. I'm not gonna install this outside. Probably, I gotta do some preparation for it first, which means I gotta blast the back of it with a sealer, so none of the polyurethane. So basically, the back doesn't rust or anything. All that. I have to put waterproof LED lights. All the LED lights have to be stripped out of the back. Waterproof LED, I have to prep it for outside. And the felt, all that has to be coated. So which means I have to actually do the opposite. I have to tape inside the screen and leave the felt up there because I'm gonna use a polyurethane to coat over the felt so it doesn't basically become mildew or anything like that. That's the trick on how you do that. How people say, well, how you take a velvet screen outside the border, it's gonna get mold and mildew. No, you just basically coat it with the polyurethane. That's all you gotta do. That's it, that's what protects it, that's all. Yep, and the screen paint's weatherproof anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. Now, if you see my screen covered up with some kind of plastic, it's not because I'm worried about the elements. I'm worried about the birds that like to fly over and use my screen as target practice. Because if you have a white screen and a bird hits it, it ain't really gonna see nothing. But a black screen, on the other hand, that's a whole nother story. But it will barely fit out there. So I'm gonna have a 135-inch screen outside on the deck. That's gonna be massive, which means I got to build, well, actually for this, I'm gonna have to build a frame into the existing deck, so I can basically connect this into the frame because of the height of the screen. I'm gonna have to build an extra structure. So keep in mind, my deck, the edge of my deck is here, right? Okay, where it actually sits up. Then the what do you call it? The banister, whatever you call it, right there. So where the 100 and 126 hits, it's about that much room away from the actual banister, right? Banister, there we go. This screen is 7 feet high. So this is going to be a little higher up, which means that the wind hits the back of this bad boy, it runs the risk of basically cracking in half, because these things can bend in half. We get a lot of wind up here, or basically it can make the screen very unstable, which you don't want this coming down on top of you. So what I have to do is I'm going to have to build me an existing frame that's going to start from the banister from the deck to the height of the screen and bring it down and reinforce it from the back on a slant. So that way, that when I put the screen against it, and I put that, I'm going to put probably some, what am I going to need for it? I'm probably going to use for the back of it, because I'm going to slant it on the back. The reason I'm going to slant on the back, okay, it's hard to explain this. So here's the banister. Here's the frame that I'm going to build. Attach the screen to the frame, and then the back, I'm going to slant it this way and use it from a fiberglass. So when the wind hits it, it just pushes up instead of hitting the screen and pushing it down. Ah, yes, see? Easy. Easy McCheesy. So I'm going to make a little area so because the wind hits it, instead of hitting it straight on, it's going to hit that slant and push over the screen and go straight up. Wind reflector. There we go. That's what I was thinking for. That's what I'm going to build. So I have to build a structure for it. Which means I'm going to have to pay my friend a little extra money to go down and pick me up some measurements. I'm good thing I have to build it that high. But that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So this is going outside. And I'm just going to get a short throw projector. Because I don't want to move my patio and furniture, everything around, because it's made for that long throw projector. But I'll pick up a short throw projector. So a short throw projector at around 4 feet, which I need to measure that one there. Give me about, hold on. Let me get the same projector. Okay, good to know, good to know. All right, so where the projector is going to sit at 4 feet, it's not going to disrupt my patio furniture. It's not going to disrupt any of the tables out there, nothing. It's going to fit perfectly to itself. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to build for it. All right, new project. New project for, let's see. Well, I'm not starting, yeah, I'm going to have to build it. I'm going to build this in the middle of the winter time because this thing has to go somewhere. Once the other screen gets here, this has to be taken down. And I have no place in the house to put it at, to tell you the truth, for the time being. So it's going to go outside. So I'm going to have to start building the structure for the frame, get that done, get that out of the way, while it's still a little warm outside. And then I'll take it outside and I coat it with the sprayer. I'll get the corners and everything, spray all that down. And then after that, I'll mount it to the back of that frame, and that's it, and it's done. Yep, okay. So I'm going to have to order 2 of those projectors. You know, the crazy thing about it is, I'm not taking any, I'm really, there's only a few things I'm taking with me when I leave. Most of the stuff I'm putting in here is for the other person. So when they move in, all this stuff is going to be here for them. I am going to leave them a couple projectors, a few Sony, maybe about 2 or 3 Sonys and maybe 2 Christies. The 505 I'm taking with me. Oh, this thing cut off, didn't it? I apologize. All right, I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry, I didn't even know that cut off when I was out there taking a look at that. I was just so curious to see if the screen would fit, because this morning when I got up, I was like, where am I going to put the other screen? And then I realized that there is no place in the house to put this screen. I don't have any more room, and I can't put it in the basement, the attic. The attic's all on a slant. So everything on the attic is all slanted. So I can't put that screen there. It's not going to fit. The gaming room's already done. I can't put it in the office. The office is, I'm nowhere near where I'm going to actually be the narrow that around the staircase and where the office is at. No, that's not going to work. So that's not going to work. So the only place I was thinking about is taking it outside, because I don't use the front yard, and I'm not going to put it out there. And the backyard I don't like to be at because, like I said, allergy issues. And the deck would be the only place I would put it at, but I didn't think it was going to fit, but it did. It barely made it. So now I just got to get a projector. So the projector will be about 4 feet from the screen to equal 135-inch screen. Yep. So that'll be something new for the summertime, if I'm still here. And I mean, God willing, I'm not here and they settle this case and I'm out of here. But other than that, till then, I'm here. So the longer I stay here, the more I build in this place, the more cool stuff she gets to have. Because I'm doing everything brand new when I move. I'm going to start from scratch. Build everything brand new. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because right now, I mean, I like the Chrissy projectors, and I do. But Chrissy doesn't make, they do make an ultra short though laser projector, but good gracious, man, I don't care how much money I get in this settlement. I'm not paying that kind of money for a projector. That is freaking crazy. But no, I'm not paying that kind of money. I mean, think about it. Their projector at a laser 1080p. A 1080p is 3,500. You have no idea. But you're talking about ultra short though laser? Oh, 4K? Nah, that's way too much money. I think I'm gonna go with the two. I'm gonna get two Dells. I want two Dells. They're 5,000 lumen projector, ultra short though laser, 4K laser projectors. And like I told you, I'm gonna do a 300-inch screen. Well, somebody said, well, it's impossible because the Dells only do up to 150-inch. But I have a friend of mine who's actually a whiz at programming, and he's going to do the warp software where he's going to basically blend two of them together. We're gonna have two ultra short those working side by side next to each other to make one big giant screen. This is just one of the setups that I want. One of the setups. I'm actually going to have several setups to the entire house. There'll be projection screens through the entire house. And all the ceilings will be painted black because I do have, I'm going to be adding in hologram projectors. Oh, yes, the new projector gets here today too. I ordered a new laser hologram projector. That's coming in. Oh, I can't wait for this. This is actually going to go into this room right here. My friend was like, can you make up your mind what you're going to add in the theater room? I don't see a customer, they're talking about the 235.1. I used to have one of those, man. That's an amazing screen. Watching movies on 235.1, that is true widescreen format. Man, that's incredible to watch, man. I miss it so much. I should have did it here, but I wasn't thinking. No, I couldn't do it here. I had the Optoma GT56, that's why. The ultra short throw. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. I got a lot to do, as you can see, the rambling on and all the craziness going on, the excitement, because I got another project to go through, and then we got that front and rear blackout cloth, that acoustic blackout cloth, which is going to be coming in pretty soon. I don't know, I got to figure out what sizes that thing's going to fit to. We're not going to do any crazy sizes. I mean, no 180 and 200 inch, though, that's not going to happen. But we will have it starting off at 100 to 120 inches. For right now. I don't have a price on it yet. We'll figure out how much this money is going to cost us to put all this together, and then we'll go from there. Wish I can ship it overseas because it would be nice. Got a lot of overseas customers in the UK that would love that screen. Unfortunately, the way things are going, we can't unless we can figure out another option. I'm going to get another option payment besides PayPal. Nah. You have to understand it's too much work. I'm going to go with what works. All right, with that being said, thank you all for taking the time to be up in the morning with me to watch my demonstrations and hear a little bit of my insane rants and very bad singing. But thank you for sticking in there and watching the demonstration. I'm going to get out of here real quick and get ready for the containers that will be here on Tuesday. And I got labels to print out today too on top of it. Labels to print out and cut today. So that'll give me a chance to stay over there and mess around with the Fire Stick and watch some shows while I'm cutting out labels and getting that ready for tomorrow. Tuesday, everybody receives tracking numbers. Thursday, tracking numbers become active. They ship out. All right. So if you want to make it to Thursday ship out date, you can place your order today. Anywhere between today and so forth. Do not place it on Thursday. It will not ship out on Thursday. It will ship out for the next ship out date. But best time to place them is either today or anything before Thursday. All right, with that being said, y'all have a wonderful day. Be safe out there, and God bless.